Day 2 of January, guys. I'm so excited. If you haven't already grabbed your That Life planner to get your 2023 started, make sure to go check out my website, therikkilee.com, to grab yours so you can start prioritizing your priorities at the start of your day. Now, this morning I got up and I created a lovely blueberry smoothie. I love smoothies in the mornings just because it's so much easier than creating like a whole breakfast meal, and you get just as much of the nutrients and things that you need. I like to infuse a lot of my smoothies with adaptogen powders. I talked about these before. You can put them in hot drinks as well, but smoothies are a little bit easier. I personally like to use ashwagandha and blue spirulina. I find that they are a great mix for me at the start of my day. Ashwagandha is great for mood stabilization, and blue spirulina powder is great for not only your brain health but also your memory, which for those of us who are trying to expand our minds, trying to learn a lot more, the semester's about to start, this is a great add to your daily ritual. Another good habit that I'm trying to start this year is cleaning as I go. I know it's really easy to allow things to just pile up and just be like, oh, I'm gonna have a deep clean day on this day, but it really is the small things that you do throughout the day that make your life so much easier. So I'm going to be prioritizing cleaning as I go and really just focusing in for 5 minutes and just cleaning up after myself. I got an Apple Watch for Christmas, and so I'm going to definitely be using the timer feature, and you can also use a timer on your phone, and the amount of things that you can get done in 5 minutes is literally so surprising, guys. Do not sleep on timers. It gives you some sort of like idea that you really have to be finished by the time that you're done. So as you guys can see, I am now on my Notion and we are about to build my vision board for the year. I know some people wanted to see what it looked like, but I have like my That Girl plan, and these were the things that I wanted to do last year, and these were like the things that I did. So I'm going to change this to 2022 milestones, copy it, and paste 2023 milestones just so I can understand like this happened here. Like my goal was to reach 10,000 Instagram followers and we reached 20. So that's crazy. Reach 25,000 subscribers, that's still attainable. Reach 50,000 TikTok followers, that's attainable. We're gonna change that goal to 100,000, and we're gonna change the goal for subscribers to 50,000 for the year. Yeah, so these are like my That Girl goals. So we're gonna categorize them by health and wellness, career, relationships, social life, travel, and spirituality. After I created all of the categories of buckets that I wanted to improve in my life this year, I went ahead and wrote down like all of the big ideas that I had under the buckets. So at first I had like, go to the gym 4 times a week, eat better, things like that. But I realized that in previous years when I approached things in that nature, I wasn't really an active participant in achieving my goals. It was more so looking at them and being like, well, how do I even get started? And so I created these I will statements under each category so that I could figure out a framework for myself of things that I will be partaking in this year so that I can achieve my goals. And at the end of the health and wellness goals, I will lose 20 pounds, but how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by moving my body 4 times a week, eating more nutrient-dense foods, and limiting eating out to no more than twice a week. In order for me to secure a remote high-paying internship for the summer, I will apply for 5 internships, and then I outlined each of those, and I'm able to check each of them off so that it's more of like an action plan and less of just like these high, far off, lofty goals that you can't achieve. Before we get into actually building out my vision board, guys, I got caught up with cleaning my desktop off, and I think that all of you should pause today's video, go grab your laptop, and while you're finishing up the rest of today's January series, I want you to clear off your desktop, because I promise you the thousands of screenshots and things that you have on your desktop is not serving you anymore. Half of the stuff you don't even need anymore. Just what you can do is, if you're not necessarily ready to delete everything, just create a file folder inside of your documents and call it desk dump, and literally dump everything in there. And when you find the time later this week or sometime this month, you can sift through it and figure out what needs to stay and what needs to go. But we need to start 2023 with a fresh desktop. Now is the best part. We have to comprise a actual vision board, but my iPad is currently charging, but I'm going to make sure that once it's charged, we're going to go and use like the new update, because you can literally just like tap on stuff. Like, I'm going to save all the images from Google. You can hold down on it and it will clip the art for you, and I'm just going to be dragging and dropping it over to my vision board and making it. And I'm very, very excited, guys. Like, I have been comprising a really lengthy list of like images that I want to use for this for quite some time. I think I do vision boarding pretty much all year round, because as a brand designer and a creative consultant, like, I'm constantly creating things for clients and like creating vision boards and whatnot for them. And so that has made me like a visionary all the time. So what I'm going to do is go on here. I have a Pinterest board that is called Content, and then I also have a vision board that's called Godspeed, and there's like a whole bunch of like little clip art and like cute words and stuff that's on it. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the one that has like all of the cutesy little stuff on here, like your life is as good as your mindset. You can always choose to make your future much bigger than your past, like different books and things that I think I want to read. And I've been working on this for years. And this has been a vision board for me of sorts. So if you are the type of person who struggles with looking at a vision board or looking at something all the time to remind you, I highly recommend using Pinterest, because that's always extremely helpful for me. Like, I have boards for everything. Like, I have a board for when I graduate. I'm constantly adding more to this because I want to have the best graduation photos. And there's also career images in here, images of like what I want my wedding to look like. Like, I have all kinds of stuff in here. So it's kind of weird now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm constantly vision boarding in a sense, because every time I come to Pinterest, I come on here, literally, I'll be in class, guys. I'll be in class and I'm like pinning stuff to my Pinterest board. This one is my content Pinterest board of all the ways that I can make things look like aesthetically pretty and just like post cool stuff to my story and whatnot. And so I'm going to be using this quite a bit for inspiration photos for the actual journal, but I'm very, very excited. I think this is going to be good. Okay, so first things first, we are on my iPad and I am on Pinterest. Like I said, I'm going to go into this content area because I have tons, when I say tons, I have tons of images for inspo on here. So as far as the health and well-being section goes, we got it in here. I'm going to begin screenshotting things. I definitely want to travel. We're going to screenshot this one because we're about to be a jet setter all 2023, baby. More travel, because I really want to stress the fact that I'm going to be traveling. And if I can find a job post-grad that requires a lot of travel, I'm taking it. I don't care what they're paying. If I get to travel, I'm gonna travel because I can content create while I'm traveling. I wish there was like more representation in here, but you know, we're gonna get what we can. I definitely want to try a boxing class. I've wanted to do that for over a year now, and it's the fact that I still have not done it. We're gonna be prioritizing our self-care and all these things. So I'm going to continue taking all of these screenshots and bringing things over, and then I'll show you guys once I start importing everything. I pulled all my images that I want to use for my board, So I'm gonna head on over to my That Girl planner and we're gonna add it on here. Now, the good thing about this is that you don't need to see vision board. I told y'all, use the entire page. So I'm gonna add in the photos from my photo library. We're just gonna start adding most of them in. I feel like the ones that I don't want to do clippings of, so like these. So she's gonna move up here. Okay, that's my girl. And we're just gonna move all of these around. I'm so excited, guys. Like, you have no idea how excited I am to be doing this. I haven't done a vision board in a little over a year. I haven't really felt the need to. I make like such specific goals, and like I do my mindfulness reset every quarter, and I take audit of like what's working in my life, what's not working, you know. So that's my way of like checking in and making sure that I'm prioritizing my priorities and I'm getting everything that I want done. So we've got the self-care, we've got the business development, like we're at a good place. Of course, we gotta have some Jesus on there because we want to spend time with him. I'm going to actually move this up here. I'm gonna resize it a little bit just so I can make sure. And I'm gonna tap this and bring that to the front so it can lay on top of it. I'm having such a good time doing this, like you have no idea. Don't give up, kid. Don't give up. And look at how amazing that worked. Okay, you have to resize it a little bit though, so it can fit. Bam! Don't give up, baby. And all of these lines and stuff, like they're going to be blurred in a second because I'm going to end up putting clips in here. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. So we have lots of different things. I think it'll work. Yes, it will. Bam! I have no reason being this excited about this. Okay. I'm gonna move that. Well, I'll just put it like that. She's cute. We get the gist. Like, she's just on there. I wanted to add Marseille speaking to it because, like I said, I wanted to do some speaking. We're gonna put her like right there. Want to add her on vacation because we said we were vacationing all 2023 on the beach. We can put that like right here. What else? My good sis in this blazer, sitting, doing what needs to be done because we're girl bossing all 2023. Hold on, we're gonna edit it because it kept in her chair, and obviously that's not relevant. And the app that I am using is called Note Shelf. I've been using this app for literally years. All throughout school, I used Note Shelf to get myself through things. Voila! And I think I'm gonna add a few words of encouragement. There's like a couple of books that I put in here as well. I wonder if it'll let me do that. The Power of You. I'm gonna add like a book or two in here. And we're going to say, what are we gonna say? Be bold. And we're gonna do give grace. That's another thing that I want to do this year, is not only give others grace, but myself grace as well, because I feel like I hold myself to such a high standard and I need to just relax sometimes and be you. That's my biggest thing this year, is that I want to be myself. I want to be proudly and unequivocally me. And I'm going to move it to like here. This is my 2023 plan. I'm very excited. And I think I'm going to duplicate this just in case, because I'm not sure that I want to change anything. I might start like writing on it and drawing on it, but like if I have anything that I specifically want to say in regards to like the goals that I have. So like I could write speak at 3 events. You can like write on it and just write more stuff. So like I could say this, like book author, travel. Well, nonetheless, this is what I want my 2023 to look like, and I'm so excited.